Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. I am back again for your December tarot reading, and I'm doing this for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Leo. As you can see, I am shooting from a hotel. And I actually had to stop my video a minute ago. The sound got all funky, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to start again. 5 minutes into it. Anyways, I'm Oracle Daphne. My real name is Beth. Everybody, you can call me Daphne or Beth. Elizabeth is fine. So anyways, I laid out a spread, and I already shuffled. So this is what I've got for you guys. This is for the month of December, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Leo. You got the Two of Swords, which is an interesting card because it's all about how you and your partner, you and a potential relationship, somebody is not seeing eye to eye. Okay, in this card, this swan here is holding out this heart, and this person is covering their heart with two swords. So you're dealing with somebody who's emotionally unavailable. Leo, it's up to you to kind of figure out who is, well, I'll just say, if you're a girl, you're the swan. And if you're a guy, you're the one who's emotionally unavailable. You may be emotionally unavailable, and you may be, talking to a girl who really, really is into you, and you're not into them as much. You just don't want maybe a commitment. That's generally how it goes. But, you could be the guy and be the swan and dealing with a girl who's emotionally unavailable too. So it's going to have to depend on your situation. Like I said, it could be a spouse, could be your current, partner as far as, boyfriend, girlfriend. But this is a standoff. This is a card about no one winning. Although there's potential for winning because the swan is saying, here, I got my heart. I'm offering my heart. Don't you want it? And they're like, not really, because they've been hurt before in the past. They don't want to get hurt again. So they don't want commitment. This is a non-commitment situation. You're dealing with someone who does not want to commit to you. Now, in this case, I will put a side note here. Say, if you're dealing with someone who doesn't want to commit to you, you're barking up the wrong tree, you're treading uneven ground going forward in this kind of a relationship. It's time to know when to quit, and this would be a great time. Interestingly enough, you have the Two of Cups crossing you. And there is mutual affection. There is mutual, you see the heart there in between the two of them. There's mutual meeting of the minds. There is potential for a relationship. There is, compromise. It's romance. It's love, So I feel like there's two relationships going on. The one that you're kind of in and the one that's crossing you. Now, it could be the one that you're in does resolve itself and you guys make up. You have great makeup sex or something. I'm not sure. But that's, it's interesting that you guys have both of those two very different vibes. One is the vibe of not compromising, not being emotionally available, not wanting a relationship. And the other one is wanting a relationship. It is having a relationship. It is having the potential to have one. Now, in the past, you were waiting on something. Okay, you were really, really, really waiting. It was a time where your life was in limbo, and it still could be in December. Now, remember, this is for December, guys. So I'm recording this in November, at the very end of November, and I'll probably post it in a day or two. So that means it'll probably still be November when you watch this. So if this stuff doesn't resonate with you, it may not be that, you're not going through it yet, because this is the future stuff. So in the past, you were dealing with this waiting. And in the present, the universe is saying, go for it. Go, go, go. Do it. It's time to take action. So you were waiting before, and now it's time to go. You interestingly have this Emperor in the recent past position. And this Emperor is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Aries male who's very, very, very strong, or female, okay, who's very, very strong. They want control over everything. They don't want anything to change. They'll say no to everything. It's like if they're a parent, they're going to be very firm. Very, very firm. There's no way really to get around the emperor. You have to literally break away from the emperor and force it. If push comes to shove, usually the emperor gets their way. If it's fate, meaning, Leo, your life in the past, it could be that it was fated for you to meet that Taurus, Aries, or Capricorn person. Or it was that you were dealing with elements of fate. And I get asked a lot, okay, well, what is the definition of fate? And what is destiny? And what is all this stuff? Well, I don't want to really go into definitions because everybody's got their own definition of everything. And that's me generalizing again. As an Aquarius, double Aquarius, I tend to generalize. But fate, let's just say in this instance, is when you make a contract, before you get here onto this earth plane, your soul makes a contract, okay, with another bunch of souls. And you say, okay, I'm going to learn this at this time in this point in my life. Push come to shove, I need to learn it. So I'm going to learn it at this time. So instead of you getting that job that you really wanted, you get it and then you lose it. Or you don't get it and you're out of work for 6 months and you're depressed and you're soggy and weepy and, you're just not having it. But that's fate. Fate decides. Fate makes the decision. So no matter what happens, you'll always end up at, point C for some reason, and that's because of fate. So when fate plays a role in your life, it's a little bit more challenging because you decide, oh, okay, I want to go to the beach today. But then it totally rains. It was fated that you didn't go, that you were supposed to go to a restaurant to meet Mr. Right at that particular time, because if you had gone to the beach at that day, you wouldn't have gone to the restaurant and you wouldn't have met Mr. Right. That's how fate works. Now, what's right around the corner, and by the way, this spread for you guys is generally very positive. So I'm really happy for Leos. I think things are turning around for you. This can be a Pisces girl, but it can also, you could be you, Leo. This is the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is a girl who is taking care of her 4 stuffed animals. 5 if you count the kind of ancient ghostly figure in the back, okay? It doesn't have to mean literally that she's taking care of her 4 stuffed animals. It could be, you're just taking care of your kids. You're very focused on your kids. It could be, that, you're more, it's not just about like the image, it's more about the meaning. And the meaning of the card also is about having an open mind like a child. Because those kids are just happy. See that smile and that face there? They're just happy to drink tea, to have a tea party. They're just happy, I was just going to say to go see the pigs. There was a patient, I worked at this chiropractic office, and she and I did remain friends even after I stopped working there. And she came in one day and she was taking her daughter to see the pigs at some little farm somewhere. And I was so stressed out at that time and so overwhelmed with my own stuff that I actually ended up crying when she ended up telling me about this. Because all her daughter wanted was to go see the pigs. And it was such a sweet, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It was just like a sweet thing. It's this innocent excitement, joy to just go do this one thing. And there I was, totally wrapped up in my own crap. And I really appreciated her daughter and just that childlike innocence of not having to deal with my stuff. And at that moment, it was like at that moment I really wanted to have kids. I really just wanted to have that experience of being around, that childish joy, which kids have. They're not thinking about how to pay their bills. They're not thinking about, how to get a job and, you know, life stuff. They're thinking about going to see the pigs. They're thinking about that tea party. They're thinking about that next day off of school, you know. They might not even be in school. You know, they're not thinking about that. They're just happy, you know. And I went home to see my family a couple weeks ago, and my brother has a 1-year-old, my little nephew, Christopher, and I picked Christopher up, and he smiled from ear to ear, and he just was like this little bubble, you know. And it was just that beautiful, happy joy, spot. And so this message, I know I've been going on about this, but there's a message here, Leo, for you to be like that, to be excited about doing one thing that makes you happy, that is not so tedious, you know. And you may just be in a place where you're just focused on taking care of your family, making, getting groceries and making dinner. It could be that that's what you're doing, but the message is to be open-minded and to have fun. And emotionally, your cup is full, and emotionally things are good. Excuse me, I keep sneezing in these videos. I think it's because of there may be some mold in here or something, some dust in here. I'm not sure. I'm sitting by the door, so I don't know what it is. But anyways, you're in a really good emotional place. Take a little sip. And you also have what's coming towards you is peace of mind. Having peace of mind, getting out from underneath all the fray of life and kind of retreating into more solitude. If you can, go for a swim. If you guys like to swim. A lot of Leos, they're kind of fussy about their hair, so they don't really want to get chlorine on their hair. They spend a lot of money on their hair and their dues. If you spend a lot of money on your hair, I want you to message me. I'm interested to see how much money you spend on your hair a month. I bet it's a lot. I bet it's over like $300. And actually, if you added up all your hair products, how much that is, it would be probably more like over $500, which is really scary. Anyways, what your attitude is actually fun, being social, going out. So it's interesting because you may have some responsibilities. Kids you need to take care of, your family. You may be focused on the family for the holidays, which is totally normal. You may be worried about money, but money's coming in, so don't worry about it. And then, but don't go crazy spending money on all your hair products either, because you can really cut back in that department. I don't know why. I keep thinking that someone here spends a lot on hair products. And then the outcome is passion. The outcome is making your mark. The outcome is staking your claim to burn, to be on fire. So Leo, the month of December is your time. In the past, yeah, you were dealing with some fate issues, the Emperor, and right now, the path that you're on, you may be in love with someone who's emotionally unavailable, but I feel like love is coming into the picture soon for you guys. And I feel like all four of these, are amazing. Got a lot of water here. A lot of happiness, like peace, peace of mind. Contentment. Emotional contentment. Peace of mind. Social time. And then passion. So this is a great month. So far, Leo, you're the only one in the zodiac that's having a good time for December. But it makes sense because Leos like to party, and Leos like to have fun, and Leos like to show their stuff, flaunt it, Leos are all about big, bold, the bold and the beautiful or whatever, that's you, Leo. Yeah, so there is not much more to say. I'm going to pick a final card just to see if there's any messages. And this is so funny. This is blazing lion's heart. And this makes sense for you, Leos. You've got a blazing lion's heart, female or male. This could be Richard the Lion-Hearted, Joan of Arc. You're all heart. You know, you're a little bit reckless. You know, you're focused completely on the goal. You kind of are craving adventure. You're a little overconfident, but that's kind of just how you are. I guess the message is tread lightly. Don't, you know, look before you leap. Okay, Leo, take it into consideration, the things around you, the things that are ahead of you, you know, because you may end up hurting somebody needlessly if you're either going too fast or you're not really looking, you know, you're looking, it's sort of like you're looking so far ahead into the distance that you're not really paying, the lion is not paying attention to where they put their feet. So, you know, watch the ground, you know, pay attention more what you do with your feet. A lot of people don't do this, but especially women who wear really, really high heels, I feel like it's really important for you to watch where you're going when you step, you know, you know, on the sidewalk and stuff. Just everywhere you go, watch the ground a little bit more, because I feel like you're so, like, up here, you're kind of like panning side to side. You're not looking down enough. You're not looking up enough. You're just kind of looking sort of around this way. And it's only kind of like a peripheral. You need to see more. You need to change your perspective too. See things in different ways. You know, if you can, go for a balloon ride, or, you know, do something. I suggested to a client, you know, to do a little bit of photography. Photography is great for changing your perspective. And that's it. It's going to be a great month, Leo. Really, really great. Really happy for you. You know, enjoy the holiday. Try not to overeat and go crazy on the marshmallow yams. Although those are really good. I tried those for the first time, this year, and I was blown away. They almost tasted so sweet that it was like dessert. That it was not like yams anymore. They were transformed. Anyways, Leos generally have a sweet tooth. They love food. So don't go totally crazy, okay? If you can, get outside and get some exercise. I don't recommend going to the gym. I don't like gyms. They have a lot of negative, fat, you know, calorie counting negativity. So just, if you can, take a walk outside. If it's not totally, you know, the weather's not so bad, you know, and if you can't do that, try to do a little bit of floor exercise in your house. That's better than going to the gym. Anyways, that's just my opinion though. But I wish you all the best, Leo, and I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care.